Okay, good morning to everyone, especially the Arsenal fans this morning. Jack is an Arsenal fan, and he says, I usually listen to talkSPORT on my drive into work. I'm on holiday today, but I'm tuning in especially to hear Jamie O'Hara get roasted about the North London derby and his comments over the last few weeks.
Before we get into Jamie, I've just got to say that Tottenham fan that phones up and said, there's only one person to blame for that performance, and it's Harry Kane and Harry Kane's brother.
Definitely two.
I've got that down as two people.
Definitely two. Please, everyone, give a very warm welcome, joining us for the rest of the show. It's former Spurs midfielder and excellent analyst, Mr. Jamie O'Hara.
Morning, Jamie, lad.
Good morning. Here we go. I've never seen so many people so chirpy this morning. Honestly, it's like Laura's won the lottery this morning.
Brilliant.
It's embarrassing.
I feel like I have.
Arsenal fans through the glass, all laughing when I've walked in. What's going on?
Jamie, talking of embarrassing, how are Spurs this weekend?
Yeah, we were embarrassing. Embarrassing. Oh, my God. I couldn't wait to turn my phone off on Sunday, but it was so bad. I've never seen us play that bad in the 45 minutes. The first 45 minutes, I don't know what Nuno was doing. Got it completely wrong. And Arsenal just blew us away. They really did. We made them look like Barcelona. We made Odegaard look like Zidane.
We basically were Barcelona.
No, you wasn't.
It
was just we tactically got it so wrong. We played one holding midfielder. Højbjerg running around all over the place, meant to be holding midfield. Ndombele and Dele Alli, wow. I mean, he come out after the game, Nuno, and said it without saying it, but the midfield will never play like that again. And yeah, I was embarrassed to be a Spurs fan, to be honest, in that first half performance. Second half was a bit better, but the game was over.
Sorry, go on, Ali.
I'm just going to say, he's come out and said himself he probably got it tactically wrong. But in terms of the personnel, Jamie, there's not an awful lot difference. Is there? I mean, I know he brought on Skip.
You got to play two holding midfielders, Ali. We can't play one holding midfielder and try and be attacking. You know, like he keeps getting it wrong, Nuno. He got it wrong against Crystal Palace. He played three holding midfielders against Crystal Palace. Now we played one holding midfielder in Højbjerg. We have to play two holding midfielders. You have to play Højbjerg, you have to play Skip, and you have to play someone in front of him. Whether it's Dele Alli, Ndombele, whoever it is, you have to play them as a number 10. But I don't know what we were trying to do and what he thought he was going to get out of that performance in the first half. It just gave Arsenal so much space in midfield. And we were useless.
He was basically saying in that post-match interview, like you say, saying without saying it, that here's my game plan, here's the personnel I put on, but they didn't implement my game plan.
What was his game plan, though?
Yeah, do you blame Nuno Espirito Santo or the players on the pitch?
Oh, I blame Nuno 100% because tactically he got it wrong. There has to be some blame as well on the players. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're out there, even though you know as a player, you've probably been in this situation as well, where you're getting steamrolled, right? They were steamrolling us, Arsenal. They were all over us, dismantling us. There wasn't one player on the pitch that said, right, get in, let's shut up shop for a minute, get everyone together, 5 minutes, no spaces, and we'll see this through to half time until the gaffer sees what's going on and makes a change. No one said anything. We just let it happen. And it was just every single chance they went forward, they looked like they were going to score.
Yeah.
And that, for me, is you can have tactics, and he got it wrong massively, Nuno, in the tactics. But there also needs to be leadership on the pitch where players need to say, right, the gaffer's got this wrong. Let's get in together and sort this out at half-time. And we'll have words at half-time. But we can't go in 2 or 3-0 down. But we did.
Jamie, I'm going to give you an opportunity to be humble here and not so much as eat your words, but, you know, you've really criticised Arsenal a lot over the past few weeks.
I have.
And I just wondered, when you look at some of those individual performances, you talk about leaders. You hammered Ben White before. I thought he handled Harry Kane very well.
Harry Kane don't play up front anymore.
Aaron Ramsdale as well. I think a lot of people questioned the £30 million price tag. Don't think they've lost a game since he started. Odegaard, Saka, Emile Smith-Rowe. I mean, when you look at that team yesterday...
Can we get something right now?
Yeah, go on.
You've got 9 points, right? You're going on like you have won the league all of a sudden. You've beat a bang-average Spurs team with a bang-average manager, and you're going on like you've won the title. It's embarrassing. You've had the biggest fall from grace of any football club in the Premier League. You used to compete with Man United every week for the title. Now you're beating a rubbish Spurs team and giving it like you've won Europe. Get a grip of yourselves, Arsenal fans. It's ridiculous.
Jamie.
You used to have Emmanuel Petit, Vieira, Dennis Bergkamp, Thierry Henry. You used to batter teams at the top of the table. Look at Man United. Look where they are. You've had the biggest fall from grace in England ever.
Don't forget about Ray Parlour, by the way, Jamie Hart.
And Super Ray.
Talking about getting ahead of yourself, do you remember when you were going to win the league a few weeks ago? Do you remember that?
We was never going to win the league. I never said we was even going to finish in the
top
top
four. Where are we at the
four.
moment? Have you looked at the league table today? Guess who's above Spurs?
Yeah, I know.
Guess who's
You're
above
above us.
Spurs? Hello.
You know what? Who cares? We're both bang average. And Arsenal are going to finish outside the top four like they do every season.
Yeah.
And everyone's just going to accept it. But because you beat Spurs in a North London derby, because we are so bad, then it's all right. But you forget how bad and how far you've actually fallen.
You've got to be up there to fall from it, haven't you? You've got to be up there in the first place.
But we've always been average.
Yeah.
We've always been
Is that
average.
what you're holding on to
we
now?
Are. We've always
Do
been
you win the
7th,
argument
8th.
because you've always been average, and we
had
win the argument because we've had a
4 or 5
fall from
years
grace?
with Pochettino where we were actually
And then
decent.
you sacked him.
And then we sacked him.
You should have got Graham Potter, right?
Should have got Graham Potter. Biggest
Hey,
mistake ever.
let's not get ahead of ourselves, but I'd be really interested if we could do the combined 11 of Arsenal Spurs. How many of your Spurs fans, or players, sorry, do you think would get in that combined 11 on that performance yesterday?
On yesterday's performance, God, none.
I can't believe you just said that.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to give someone some credit, but there wasn't one player on the team. You know what? Fair play to Arsenal, right? And I say this, Arteta has took a lot of stick, but he's stuck by his players. The fans have stuck by him. The board have stuck by Arteta. And by the way, where was our summer signings? We've made all these summer signings. Not one of them played. Arsenal backed his manager, backed his players, and they've come good for him. Fair play to Arteta. He's come good with the players that he signed. At least they've backed him.
So we shouldn't sack him, right? Didn't you say that?
You'll sack him by I don't know, next season or something. I don't know. You'll finish 7th or 8th. You'll crawl into the Europa Conference League that no one wants to be in anyway.
How's that going?
I knew I shouldn't have come in.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods. Monday to Wednesday mornings 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.